Thanks for stopping by to see 3 things that I have made. I haven't been on for a while, so I thought I would just show 3 of the quick things I've been up to. They are really quick things. I'm going to clear them off just to show them, one at a time. The reason I've only been at quick things is because I've got a really quite long-term project on the go at the moment. All inspired, very oddly, as things often come inspiration, was when we'd finished these breadsticks. I looked at the box. It was obviously a much longer box, and I've chopped it down. And I thought, that'd make a lovely journal cover with a nice thick spine, so you could actually get quite a few signatures in there. So that was the start. Then I happened to see a video of a lady who'd made a journal, all came about by mistake. So I thought, yeah. So although hers came back by mistakes, this is a purposeful make. This is just a quick sneaky peek. It's not finished, it's a work in progress. There's still things to do, but I am going to show this in more detail once I've actually made it into a journal. But I just wanted to sort of explain. You see already it's quite filling up that spine. I just wanted to explain why I haven't been around. So things that I have been up to, just 3 really quick things. First thing was I've been waiting ages to make some pretend old tape. So I don't know if you've probably seen others that have made this, so I'm not going to make any, but basically just get some alcohol ink. Mine is a Tim Holtz one, and I bought caramel colour. The reason I bought caramel colour was because I really like the look of the sellotape in the olden day. If you've had sellotape like on old photos and things like that, and all you do is you lay it down, you can put it on tracing paper, just normal tape, any widths. That's a thin one, but I've got thicker normal sort of sellotape widths, or sticky tape, whichever. You just lay it down on either non-stick paper. I used old Polly Pockets here, and then all you do, so you've got your clear tape down, you then just dot over your alcohol ink. It dries so quick because it's alcohol ink, and then you are left with these, which you can pull off to pull onto other projects. I did have one actually in my tags, but I'll have a quick look if I can see. And it comes out just like old sellotape does. If you've had it on old photos and you look through an old photo album, sometimes it's on there. Or just if someone's tried to repair something years ago and it ends up all quite yellowy. So this is a way that we make the tape purposefully look old. Oh, I have found it. You might know it's the last piece. So on this tag, which comes from the tag book, I'm going to show another time. I just stuck a piece there. I don't think I stuck any anywhere else. But you see how, that is brand new tape that I've just alcohol inked. And it just adds a bit of vintagey. It's just another thing to decorate your bits and bobs up with. So that's that. So that is making tape look old. I will link whoever's tutorial. I can't remember who I used now, but I'll link it down below if you want to have a go. It's the easiest thing. Tape, alcohol ink, let it dry, and there you go. Right, so that's one thing. Then my second thing, which was a super quick make, because that's all I could do in that tag book's on the go. Which craft do you do? I made some spools. I don't know if you look at my videos a while back, they were like rolled up bits of hard, and they ended up hard so you could tie your ribbon and things around. Well, anyway, which craft do you do? Then came up with another idea, which was these sort of wider lace spools, really. These are so easy to make, so I've just left one unmade here. What you will do is get a rectangular card. You can have it portrait, you can have it landscape, does not matter. You pop a little template around there, you draw there, and then obviously you move that up to get your other one there, cut it out, and Bob's your uncle. You end up with something like that. These are addictive a bit, but they're also so useful for keeping your laces and your ribbons tidy. So there's one there. That's obviously a portrait one. That's more, I decided to do landscape because I had so much ribbon on this that if I'd done it portrait, it would have ended up really thick. Whereas if you do it that way, it's better. Obviously, you can use it on ribbons, laces. I've put 2 on this one because they were only little. And obviously, you just use any old scraps of paper. I'd happen to use some really nice printables. I just fancied my spools looking quite pretty as a little rose just peeping out under there. So that is Witchcrafty Do. And obviously, because you've got the beveled edge, it really keeps it on there really nicely. So that's such a neat way to keep all your laces that otherwise end up in a right tangly mess. So that is my second quickie project, which I will also link down below if you would like to make your own. And the third quickie make was Nina Ribena, probably a few years ago now, but this has been on my to-do list and I finally got around to doing. You use old, you know, things that you might get in the post, like these Jiffy bags, and so that you can reuse them in a more pretty way. If you were, for example, packaging and sending out your own journals, or if you were sending gifts to somebody, and all you do, it's the easiest thing, is, you know, paper napkins when you're decoupaging onto other things, serviettes, napkins, tissues, anything. So you just do the usual where you glue down on top of your old envelope that's arrived to you. I think I painted through that. I mean, you can see the label a little bit there, but it really doesn't matter. Glue it down, put your napkin on, and then you start, oh, excuse me, cutting around. I left that on there so you could see. You just neaten it up. You just cut around the edges. Or you can get a file. That's another way that I like to do. Just get a nail file. And instead of cutting this, you actually nail file it off. And it makes such a lovely, neat edge. If you just have a go at that, it's so satisfying. Anyway, so that's what. And it leaves them, they're a bit more protected because obviously you've added this extra layer. They're so pretty. You know, if someone was receiving a journal you'd made in the post and that's what pops through the door, I just think that looks lovely. You'd obviously stick a label over for their name. So I did them in a variety. This was some, I mean, this is a serviette. Somebody sent me in some Happy Mail, or yeah, was it a swap or a Happy Mail? And I would never use that in a journal. But you know what? On an envelope like that with a label on, somebody would be really happy to receive that. Just makes your envelopes look more fun than just getting something. Especially if you're reusing envelopes, you know, it's just nicer than a scribbled out something or other. This didn't work amazing. I had gessoed that. It hasn't worked great. You can still see the old address. But, you know, if you just stick a label over that, that's fine. Bees. Love this one, the flowers. I think that's really, really pretty. And just so much nicer to receive these in the post. That one I love. So bright and just, oh, you'd want to know what was inside your envelope if that popped through your door. That one, again, didn't work great with the gesso underneath, so I'll just stick a label over that. Another bird one, absolutely love. And then a smaller one, this is one of those card backed. These are the Jiffy ones, you know, they really protect you things. This was a hardback one, and I just popped that on there. Really pretty. So that is my 3 quick makes. I'll link all of these down below if you want to make them yourself, if you just not got a lot of time, want to just make something but not a great big journal. These are ideal, but like I said, I do think my next video will be where I come back and show this, which will be all made. It's chunky already, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm not panicking because I've got my lovely thick spine ready on my breadstick board box. Right, that's all for now. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.